Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Ina Talks. Today I'm welcoming you to live a day together with me and do some pre-declutter because I found out that I have quite a lot of stuff from this season, this summer. It's not summer anymore, okay? Doesn't matter. So from like summer and autumn, I have some things that I need to declutter urgently before winter. Also, I need to prepare for the job interview. I'm still in the process. The market is crazy these days. And guys, if you have a job in this current labor market, keep it. Listen to my advice. In case you were wondering what pre-decluttering means, it is about looking around basically where you are within the space and figuring out the items. Sometimes it's really difficult to notice because these things surround you and you no longer notice them. They blend in the environment and you can't really declutter them because they're just there, being invisible. Pre-declutter for me is more about questioning each item that surrounds you, whether there is use in it or whether you would like to donate it, you would like to get rid of it if it's faulty, if something's wrong with it, or maybe you could sell it if you have some extra time and you would like to sell it on some platforms where other people would be able to enjoy them, like benefit from using them. That is also the option. But you see, like in general, having a lot of items is already a lot of maintenance. Like you need to like maintain them, take care of them, wash them, tune them, like whatever has to be done. It's already like they're not just like there. I guess there's some effort required from you in order to like keep things running, keep things going. And we already have a lot of things happening in our lives. That's why some additional work, some additional operational like function that you have to perform could be feeling pretty extra. I also really love watching decluttering YouTube videos in particular because I don't know, it gives me the sense of accomplishment, even though this accomplishment is not even mine. But when I see the spaces of other people's homes being so easy, breezy, and when you're feeling the space as like open to new opportunities, new things, or new impressions, it's already some kind of a like easener, like it's some kind of an easener that you can have in your life, and why not to enjoy that, why not to benefit from that. I would also like to share some preparation tips for the job interviews with you. I'm really actually hoping that you're not looking for a job in this current economy, because I find this job search in 2025 pretty brutal. And trust me, I have something to compare it to. I was looking for a job in 2023 and it was pretty tough, but the situation right now is something else. I have this copybook, like that. I put most of my lists into, like my goals, maybe my shopping lists for like some trips or some trip or organizational details, like all sorts of things. I think you should better store in the same place, the same copybook, and so that you could have only one source of reference. Like this will make your life a lot easier, in my understanding. When, for example, you're preparing for the job interview, I believe that most importantly, you shouldn't rely on the spontaneous achievements of yours, like not to depend that you're gonna suddenly be able to come up with these really witty or interesting answers, because you're gonna rely on something you remember by heart. And I'm not telling you to memorize what you're gonna write. For example, you're gonna write the answer to the question, tell us about yourself, and you would like to share the information about the projects that you have led or participated in. Hopefully there are some achievements, maybe some technologies with which you were working, some of the skills that you've been able to master over the years. All of these things, basically you're sitting and physically writing sentence by sentence. Later, I actually read them through and I read them aloud. And then the next practice would be look into the mirror or imagine that you're speaking to a person, to you, or maybe a friend, or a person that is not necessarily super friendly to you, in order to, kick down the part of that stress. That also could be helpful to an extent. And then you are pronouncing, like you're basically saying that answer as close as possible to the text that you have written. And then you're checking for how confident, how credible you appear within your self pitch. And yeah, I believe that these kind of preparations, they make you more stress resistant, because you probably are gonna have some, you are gonna experience stress, because this is a very human thing, and it's difficult to manage every single emotion that you have, Plus, you might be receiving questions that you have never expected. Of course, like you're going to be preparing and you will know what kind of questions mainly they ask, because there are some basic ones. But also, you need to stress manage yourself in between the preparation sessions for the interviews. Hopefully there will be more of them. I also do not forget about some breaks, some active breaks that could boost my mental health. And look who we've got. I feel like really excited, but also rusty, because first I need to tune the guitar before I try to exert any kind of sound out of it. And I'm just really glad that in one of my previous videos I basically declared to you that I would come back to practicing and improving my skill, because this is something that really fills me with energy rather than drains me of it. Wow, that was a bit difficult, I have to say. I have already forgotten how much my fingertips can hurt. And if you can see the trenches that have been shaped here, it's definitely okay. More practice, more power to it. We're gonna stick through it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting my channel this way. I really appreciate it. And I always will. I would like to wish you a happy day, and of course, we'll see each other very soon.